I got rained on. But yeah, I wanted to do this quick video. I might make some people mad with this one. But if you're trying to get started in real estate and you've been doing this for 6 months and you know all the strategies, wholesaling, flipping and creative finance, but you haven't talked to any sellers yet. I just want to say that's the problem. Okay. And I want to give you guys something today that will give you guys some confidence. And that way you can get on a phone call right after this video and you can make some phone calls and some conversations. Okay. And what I'm going to go over with you guys is game changing stuff today. I'm going to go over my 3-part process every single conversation that you get on. Every conversation you have with a seller. This isn't a script. I don't believe in scripts, okay? But this is a framework. This is a foundation that you guys can follow, something that you can bring on with you through any sales call or any seller call that you'll ever have in the future, okay? And I developed this through practice, through skill, and thankful for my mentors like Claude Diamond, for example, who helped me put this foundation down so I could learn it. And because I'm a student of this too, guys. When I first got started, I was not good on the phone. I had no foundation. I didn't know what I was doing, no guideline, no roadmap. So today I'm going to give you guys the roadmap that I use, okay? So it's a 3-part process, okay? And first it's agenda, then it's qualify, then it's close. That's the 3 steps, and I'm going to go over it with you step by step here, okay? So get your notes out. Make sure you have your paper, your pen, and you're taking really good notes of this, and I want you to practice it every single day. Every conversation you have, I want you to practice this agenda, the qualify, and close. Okay, so let's dig in, guys. I only got a little bit of time today, so I'm going to go through this quick, okay? You're going to have to replay it a couple times if I lose you. So first of all, you know, first you want to start off with your agenda. And I talk about this all the time. Your agenda is who are you? Why are you calling? What's this about? And do I have your permission to talk about it? Is it okay? It sounds like, hey, I'm Travis. I'm calling about the property on Main Street. I don't know if you have any interest in selling it, but I'm looking to buy in the area. Can we talk about it? Do you have interest? Do I have your permission to ask you some questions instead of interrogating you and asking you a million questions without asking? Right? I'm a country boy, so I like to say, hey, do I need to take off my shoes before I just walk in your house? So that's my agenda. And once I have that agenda with you, and I know that it's okay to ask you questions, I want to move to qualify. So the next stage in the conversation is how can I qualify? So qualify means to me, can I qualify for decision makers? Is the person that I'm talking to on the phone, are they able to sell me this house? Do they have the decision making power to even tell me that, yes, Travis, I can buy this house from you or I can sell this house from you? So I'm dealing with decision makers first. Now, once I got the decision makers, I want to move on to, okay, what's your timeline look like? Are you trying to sell this house in the next 30, 60, 90 days? Is there anything that's stopping you from moving forward today if the offer is right? I want to find out all of this stuff at the beginning because this is objections. These are the objections we face. Most people wait, an hour into the conversation, they give their offer, and then the next thing you know, they have all these objections to come at them. I need to think about it. I got to do this first. I'm not the decision maker. I have a brother, a sister, a cousin. So you want to find this stuff out at the beginning. So again, you set your agenda, you qualify through the right questions, and once they've checked the boxes, okay, you're talking to the decision maker. They have nothing stopping them from moving forward in the next 30, 60, 90 days if the offer is good, right? Now you can say, okay, now it's time. I checked the boxes. It's time to figure out an offer, figure out the condition of the property, figure out what's going on there, the roof, the heavy, this is stuff that costs a lot of money, the roof, the HVAC, the electrical, the plumbing. So find out information on all of this stuff, guys, right? Once you've gathered enough information where, you're looking at your comps and you can give an actual offer, then you move on to the close, right? So agenda, qualify, close. And how do we do that? This is the most hardest part for people is actually closing somebody, right? That's when you can, you summarize everything. Summarize all of the detailed information that you gathered, the reasons why they're selling, the house condition, the things they don't want to do, right? So you're going to summarize back to them all of their needs and greeds. Okay. And once you do that, you can make the decision. I've made a decision. This is based on what you told me, based on the condition, the repairs, based on the risk. This is my offer. Okay. So that's how you do it, guys. Of course, you're going to run into a lot of objections, and that's too much for this one video. Maybe on the next video, I can go through objections. I also have a free objection sheet I can send you guys if you want it. Just you can send me a text at 304-444-6744. That is my personal number. Okay, so that's not like my assistant. That's not a AI. You will get me if you text me. So go ahead and send me a text if you want that objection guide. I can get it over to you. But that's it. That's the 3 steps for every conversation that you're gonna get on. Your agenda, you're gonna qualify, you're gonna close them. That's it. So every conversation needs to follow that roadmap. So, all right, guys, I got to get going. The rain stopped. I got to get going. I'm ready to eat some food. I've looked at some houses today, but I appreciate you guys. If you got any value out of this at all, please, follow, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. 54 Stacks. My phone number is 304-444-6744. I'd love to connect with you and talk real estate. But all right, guys, I got to go. Again, like, follow, subscribe. And if you got any value out of this, give me a call. Let's talk. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.